Welcome to the Radical Hits the Road podcast.
I'm an outcast, all the no names hate me. But they don't really want smoke, they just hate me. They never sat on the throne, they just play king. They never sat on the throne, they just play me. You can't beat me, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star. Getting head on the side of a cop car.
Hello and welcome to the Radical Hits the Road podcast. I'm about to place this mic down. This is the On The Go podcast where I travel to various places and talk to different people, whatever. This is episode 3.5. I am in a house which could be hacked. There's so much technology in here. There's so much automation. This is one of them houses where you can just talk and make things happen. So, yeah, the government definitely has created an AI version of you already that they're planning on sending to war.
I don't mind, dude. I've always wanted to go to war, but I didn't really want to do it.
We go to war every day, man.
You're not wrong, bro.
Anyway, today I am here with fellow comedian friend of mine, Charlie Buzzard, for episode 3.7 of the Radical Hits the Road podcast. That's what we hitting roads, blunts, and not women.
Not women,
because
dude.
That's wrong.
That's
wrong.
It is wrong, but
that's wrong.
And, it's wrong. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Hitting anyone is wrong, but hitting women is wrong.
I feel like you can hit bitches though.
I don't think you can hit bitch. I just think
because bitch is unisex.
Look, listen.
Okay, hold on. Yeah,
I'm gonna go on record and say, because this is probably gonna come out wrong. Did we already say who I am?
Yeah, you're Charlie Buzzard.
Okay,
everyone knows who you are.
I didn't know if I cut you off.
You're Charlie Stroud.
Charlie Stroud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Donovan's sister.
That's who his older friend was.
Charlie Stroud.
Yeah, y'all Google Charlie Stroud. Great guy.
It's really.
I'm gonna bleep that.
Is it really Stroud? Was it really Stroud?
I'm trying to fuck his life.
Okay, cool. All good.
I'll bleep that out. I ain't gonna fuck his life up.
Yeah, all good. But no, I just want to go on record and say that obviously I think you should never hit a woman. I don't hit women. But I do find it weird.
Fun. Oh.
I find it weird when a person refuses to acknowledge a situation where they could find themselves hitting a woman if it called for it. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I'm in public with my wife, Becca, and
a bitch starts beating her ass,
yeah,
you gonna beat that bitch's ass.
I'm definitely. Yeah, I am actually.
You're gonna beat that bitch up.
I'm gonna split it up.
But that's the problem, bro. Is like,
and I am man enough to say that I know that there's women out there that might be a problem, and I won't just be able to split them up because I'm a big, strong man. She might start beating the shit out of me.
That's what I was just about to say, bro. Like, these bitches know jujitsu.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's crazy that people say I would never hit a woman. I mean, you might need to.
Bro, I would never hit a woman, but I will hit a bitch. Like, I'll smack the fuck out of these hoes, though. Bro, this one time, bro, I got jumped in Charlotte by these 3 fat bitches.
Oh, man.
But they started it, though. And I was really like, bro, like, it's exactly how you saying it. It's like, bro, like, if they okay, so I'm starting from the beginning. So I went to this fucking show, right? Mm-hmm. It was a Waka Flocka show. Yeah, it was lit. It was at
I'm surprised you know who Waka Flocka is.
Hell yeah, I know who Waka Flocka is.
That's like that's right at the cutoff of who you know, right? Like, Waka Flocka is kind of old school to you, right?
No, I remember him when I was a kid.
All right. I don't know. Waka Flocka's.
Nah, yeah. Shout out Waka Flocka. I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you every song, but like,
no, I couldn't.
I know who Waka Flocka is. I know him more from like videos and shit.
All right.
Yeah, I know who Waka Flocka is.
All right, yeah, cool.
But yeah, I was at the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fucking like, okay, so like we linked some people before the show, you know what I'm saying? And like I was at the show, I was at the front with these girls and fucking these other bitches.
Yeah.
See, I was with women.
Yeah, other women.
There was bitches there.
Yeah, they could just be women having
and
a bad day.
The bitches was being mad obnoxious, bro, like shoving, like spilling drinks on people. You know what I'm saying? And like they started like getting rowdy
Yeah.
with the women.
That does sound kind of
You know, so
aggravating.
and because I was with the women, I was like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna try and neutralize the situation. So I like stood between them, was like, yo, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? We all go back to having fun. These bitches is being mad obnoxious, bro. Like just doing the most, right? So I'm in between them now.
So you beat the shit out of them?
No, not yet. I ain't beating the shit out of anyone. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But yeah. Then like fucking, I can't remember what exactly happened, but I think like they ended up spilling the drink on one of the girls again, and then like something was said, and then fucking one of the bitches threw the drink on one of the girls, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, ah shit, all hell was broke loose. So I can't remember what happened. I think I pushed her, and I was like, yo, let's fucking like just leave. Sorry, cat. I just hit the cat in the face.
It's all good.
But I was like, yo, let's just leave. And like as like the women are in front of me now. They're walking away. And as we're walking away, bro, I just feel bop bop maka muka maka mika.
Damn,
like, I'm
dude.
just getting pieced up from behind, bro. So
I thought you were saying you were doing it.
no, I'm getting pieced up.
Okay, yeah, great.
Like these bitches is fucking me
It
up.
sounded like, and maybe I just took it the wrong way, but I wanted to clarify because it sounded like you were telling me you just started baka.
No,
Okay.
not for no reason.
Yeah, they were beating you up.
No, yeah, I'm walking like I'm not even looking at them, so they hitting me from behind.
Yeah.
Pause, and I'm getting beat the fuck up. Well, not beat the fuck up. I turn around, I hit one of these bitches. So really, I ain't beat these bitches up. I just hit one.
Yeah.
I got beat up. You know what I'm saying? And then
it can happen, dude.
yeah, they mad. I was mad. I was emotional. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then we got dragged out by security. Yeah, and that's the story of the one time I hit a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I don't think it was one time I hit. Let's not get into that.
I got beat up by a girl in 4th grade one time, and I didn't hit her back. And but it was one of those instances in class where they were handing out worksheets, and you know the old like take one, hand it back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So they handed it to me. She's like, the teacher's like, take one and hand it back. So I handed it back. I handed the stack back to the girl behind me, and she said thank you, which was, you know, she's a nice girl.
Right.
And I was like, I noticed that her breath smelled like macaroni. And I like macaroni.
How close were you to her face?
Not too close, so that was kind of a red flag, but like it didn't bum me out. I was just like, I just kind of thought it was cool. And I was like, damn, your breath smells like macaroni.
That is
To me, that was like, in my mind, in all honesty, like, I get how it was heard, but to me, delivering it, I was just like, it'd be like somebody going, damn, that's a cool hat, you know? But I was like,
bro, that's something you could say to the bros. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, your breath
bro,
smells
I'm
like
in 4th grade, dude. I don't know. I was just like,
it's 4th grade.
so I was like, damn, your breath smells like macaroni, and like thinking like it was cool. And she stood up, she fucking pushed her desk to the side, and as I'm sitting in my desk, just started bam, 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 like each hand, like just alternating right, left, punching me in my head and neck.
Did you fight back?
No, I didn't. I just kind of put my arms out to the side to show everybody I wasn't hitting her. And
Was she a big girl?
yeah,
So
I was a small kid. I'm still not a big dude. I'm like 5'10", but as a kid, I was runt, dude. Like
damn, bro.
yeah, like I.
Did everyone see it happen?
Yes, the whole fucking school saw it happen. The teacher saw it happen.
And then it happened?
Yeah, I was just looking at the teacher with my arms out, like I'm not hitting her back. Like, is it going to stop? You know?
I mean, that's probably a good experience, though.
Yeah.
You know
So that's why I was telling it, because it gave me a perspective of a time where I could see myself needing to defend myself.
Damn, you better than me, bro. 'Cause I would have hit that bitch.
I don't know why it didn't like. So I don't remember feeling like, you know, when you're a kid, you can eat shit.
Yeah, I probably would have been crying while I did it too.
I was very heartbroken because in my mind, I thought she was cool and she started hitting me.
I mean, you told her that her.
I know. I get it. I do get it. I understand how it was heard. I'm definitely learning. Like,
It was probably true though.
It was very true.
She probably just finished eating.
It was
mac
true,
and
and I thought it was fire. I was like, this is sick. This bitch smells like macaroni, and that should honestly probably be a perfume. That's like in my mind.
As a fourth grader, that makes so much sense.
Bingo.
As a grown man, that is so weird.
Red flag,
I
yeah.
love my bitch smell like mac and cheese.
I don't mind it. Dude, if my wife smelled like mac and cheese, I would I'd be fine with it.
Only if like she actually ate mac and cheese. If that's just how she smells, like that's her odor.
All the time?
Like if that's just naturally like mac and cheese. That like when I smell bad, I smell like mac and cheese.
Joe, it's worse shit you can smell like.
What do you smell like when you stink?
I wish it was mac and cheese. It's probably worse. I smell like an asshole.
Like, is it fresh mac and cheese or is it like
No, it smelled like baked mac and cheese. That's what our breath smelled like.
Oh.
We didn't even have lunch yet.
Anyway,
She hit me. She beat me up. And I was like, it broke my heart. And it basically taught me that if you get in an argument with a woman, you need to hit her first before she can hit you.
that statement sounded too real for just audio. This is definitely going to be sound bit in the future.
Yeah, I could never run for president.
Bro, you can't have a career, bro. They're going to turn you off. They're going to turn this house off, bro. Like, no fucking, hey, Alexa, lights on. That shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's always listening, too. And you'd be surprised what it can hear.
That's crazy, bro. Like, who owns Alexa? That's Amazon, right?
Yeah, but this is Google.
Bro, Google has a fucking podcast of your life.
Yeah.
And they could upload a fucking... How long you lived here? How long you had that shit?
Probably like 3 or 4 years.
Bro, they got like a 4-year podcast of just your house.
Dude, they could take everything they've recorded. It's listening right now. Like I could go, hey, Google.
Oh, hell no. I can't live with that.
Turn the lights on.
Got it. But first you'll have to unlock your device.
See, it's listening
And it's
always.
on your phone.
Yeah. It's listening always. Like, when we first got it, Becca was growing mushrooms in the closet. Like, that will fuck you up, mushrooms. Allegedly. This was not like allegedly. Hypothetically, she was growing shiitake mushrooms, not the ones that fuck you up. And we got in an argument one time, and now I was like,
hit that bit up.
And now it's just like, during the argument, I just go, hey, Google, tell the FBI Becca's growing mushrooms in the closet.
I found these results.
Oh, shit. Chill out. No.
Gay mushrooms.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, no, don't hit women.
Anyway, I'm going to segue that. This podcast is brought to you by My Hustle Is My Swag, a clothing brand out of Columbia, South Carolina. If you are a hustler, if you like getting money, if you got a craft, if you got something you working on, this is the brand for you. You should feel like a hustler when you hustle. You know what I'm saying? Feel like money, make money. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, My Hustle Is My Swag. I'm going to include a link on this podcast. You can get a discount. They got the shorts. They got the re-up. I got the yellow right here. I was going to do a video, but I didn't, so you guys can just hear the noise.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Sounds like yellow, bro.
It sounds comfortable.
Sounds comfortable. It would be a lot. The bag sounds uncomfortable, but the shorts in the bag look comfortable.
Exactly.
Don't wear the bag. Wear the shorts.
We gotta get you a pair, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta get you in some hustler swag.
Yeah, but they say dress for the job you want.
Exactly, bro.
I don't want a job.
Oh, you don't want to hustle?
I'm kind of like not hustling.
Bro, you got like 50 dogs and cats, bro. Your life is a hustle.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cop some and I'm gonna hustle around the house.
Y'all don't know, but like, this man's house is immaculate. Like, this shit is clean as fuck, and he has like 5,000 animals. It's like Noah's Ark in here.
I have 9 animals.
This man has like 32 animals.
And 9, dude.
Bro.
9.
This man has 32 animals in a studio apartment, and it is so clean in here.
And my dog is wearing some hustle shorts right now.
Yes, bro. I'm gonna get shorts for everyone, bro.
Charlie wears clothes.
But yeah, you can get these hustler swag. I think they're like $50 if I'm not mistaken, but with a discount, that shit would be like something cheaper.
That's how discounts work.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about what the discount was, but this is the Radical Hits the Road podcast.
Boom.
It's a new podcast, man. This episode 4.3 of the Radical Hits the Road podcast. I'm here with Charlie Buzzard.
Working the kinks out, man.
In a what?
Working the kinks out.
Oh, okay. I thought you said kinks. I'm sorry, man.
That's kind of a weird word for you Gen Z people.
The internet has ruined me.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm sorry about that.
I see dicks everywhere I go. Pause.
Yeah, I don't know if the internet's did that to you.
Well, I'm blaming it on the internet, bro. I'm blaming it on the internet. Bro, something's in the water, man. It's making the frogs gay.
Hey, and it's okay, bro. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Like, so what if the fucking frogs were gay, dude? I guess it would be
I got a problem with it.
Really? I think it would be a bummer just because maybe frogs will go extinct.
Bro, I don't want no queer frogs in my yard.
Whoa, dude.
See, the problem with podcasting is people don't realize when we're doing bits.
No, they should know.
Just for the record, we don't condone hitting women, not even bitches.
No, not even
bitches, bro.
Not even women who've just having a bad day. But I'll tell you this, if you beating my wife up and then I just try to amicably separate you, and then you start beating me up, and then that means I can't protect my wife because I'm getting beat up. Dude, that's a situation where you would have to
get shot.
Yeah, you'd have to fucking hit it.
I would shoot that bitch.
Yeah, well, is that better than hitting?
I mean, they're touching your woman.
Yeah.
You could shoot him and like...
I'd beat a woman up if she fucking hit my dog.
Bro, you could shoot him and help him, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like once you get shot, you're not trying.
I don't want anyone to ever get hit, nor do I ever want to hit anyone. But I will not be a hypocrite who says I will never do it. I think there's a situation where it could possibly happen, and I'm not going to virtue signal by saying I'll never do it.
I was about to say, why are you trying so hard to be politically correct? He hit bitches sometimes. There's conditions. Context.
But like
context. Don't hit women.
It's like people
don't hit bitches, but defend yourself.
Yeah. It's like people who say like they never use the N-word in their life. I have.
Bro, I've never used the N-word.
Okay.
In my life.
I have. And
I've never even thought that shit.
No, when I was younger, I was a fucking part of a redneck family. I was raised by a pretty racist stepdad. He was KKK.
KKK. Bro, I didn't learn until recently that like the Aryan Brotherhood and the KKK are not the same thing.
No, they're not.
I didn't realize that until I started working with rednecks.
But my stepdad was 100%. He was KKK. Like it's not even a joke.
Is he a wizard?
No. Like there's, I don't know the intricacies in it because I fucking hated my stepdad because he wasn't my real dad. Which is probably lucky.
And what, your real dad was like a hippie?
Yeah.
He was like the complete opposite?
My real dad carved that pelican. He carved that eagle.
That is a pelican.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. He was an artist. He was a fucking legit hippie. And my stepdad was opposite. But I was raised by this dude. And I was raised in an atmosphere where people said that. And I was from fucking kindergarten all the way up till like my first 9th grade year. I was the only white kid in my whole school.
What school you go to?
I went to Scotts Branch.
Where are you from?
Somerton.
Where's that?
It's
that's South Carolina?
Yeah.
All this is South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're a South Carolina
born and raised. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I didn't leave South Carolina.
You don't sound very country.
I didn't leave South Carolina until after I was I was like 20.
Okay, so you probably used to sound like hella country.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I probably sounded like this.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you sound more country, but I'm just used to it.
Maybe. But long story short, I think it's fucked up when people
are racist.
Yes. No. I hated that. But I did go to school. It was like the only white kid in school, and I freely said it with like an A on it around everyone, and it wasn't even... No one, it didn't bat an eye. It was just like the way we talked.
Right.
And then you grow up, you learn, You start to. I didn't even think the Confederate flag was bad.
I've noticed that. It's like in high school, it was so much different in terms of like what people get.
Society was different, and just the fact that I lived in this weird. I lived in a home culture where they said it with a hard R, you know, and I went to school in like a kind of like a unique situation where they said it like we said it with like an A on the end, and it was just like vernacular, and if something wasn't cool, they called it gay.
What was the? I mean,
I'm 42, so like this is like we're talking about like 25, 30 years ago.
I don't think it's changed that. Oh my god, that cat scared the shit.
That's
you got
Sammy.
too many animals. What's up, Sammy? My name's Sammy too.
Yeah.
There's a cat here for people listening. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
I can't remember.
Anyway, all I'm saying is like, I feel like if you acknowledge the shit that you used to do that you know is not good now, you will normalize changing. You get what I mean?
No, I
Because I think people are hesitant to change, and I think you're going to be extremely hesitant to change if you don't ever acknowledge that what you used to do was fucked up and that you did do it. You got to pivot at some point in your life.
I think that's true. I think that's something that you owe to yourself. I don't think I or anyone else owes shit to the world for like wrong things I've done wrong. Maybe like people personally.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But like, bro, it's like if I said something when I was 15 that I wouldn't have said today, and suck my dick.
No, yeah, I get it.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm bringing it up in the way to say like, I think if you normalize growth, normalize changing, normalize like admitting that, okay, what I did used to do this fucked up shit, saying that out loud gives other people an indication that it's normal to change. And I don't think we have that in society. I think a lot of people stay stuck in their ways. That's why we argue with each other. That's why like this two-party fucking political system just keeps us divided. And it's because we get stuck on these teams. My team says the N-word. I'm not changing. That's my team. I used to say that. That's not who I am anymore. I retired, you know?
But that's your team. When you say it's your team, what you mean?
Like...
You mean your family? Like, who's your team?
Yeah, that's like your team. Like the people who raise you, indoctrinate you with all these ideas.
Yeah, that's
your team.
That's your family.
And you're less likely to grow, admit that what you did, and how wrong that is. I got family members that will never ever admit that they were ever racist and will still say the N-word to this day. And I was just like, no, I know you have a good heart, but you have to admit that some of the ways that you don't even realize are inherently kind of fucking shit up and making it hard for other people. I just like, whenever somebody brings up like, yeah, I've said it before. No one wants to admit that.
How often do people ask you that?
No, I got in an argument like once at Art Bar because someone said it in like the setup of a joke. And it was like, oh no, my bad, I didn't mean to say that, because the way they were trying to word it was supposed to be wordplay.
Right.
Like,
was it Donovan?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to say who it was, but the joke was supposed to be that they were going to fake out that they said it. They were going to be like, no, or
right.
You get what I mean? Like not saying it. Something like that. Somebody's egging them on to say it.
Right.
And because I guess they were thinking too hard, they just slipped and said it. Yeah. And I was like...
And who got mad?
Just a rando.
What color were they?
White.
Man, fuck that, bro.
Yeah, you can't fucking say that. I was like, no, he knows he can't say that. You know, he's just trying some new shit. Didn't mean to say it. I was like, dude, people's fucking... He's a good dude. Like, He's just trying to. He's pushing the fucking boundaries of a joke, and it's probably not even a good joke.
Nah, I think it is what it is. I think people forget pretty quick. It seems like that shit been weighing on your mind for a while though. Like, how long you been thinking about that?
I had this conversation last night.
Or,
Sort of. That's why I think it was on my mind.
yeah, I can tell it's like that's been on your mind for a minute.
And then I thought about it afterwards. It was like, was I being weird by like admitting that I used to say it?
Nah, that's honest, but it's one of those things. It's like, I don't know. It's just one of them areas of conversations. Like, I don't think anyone wants to have that conversation.
Yeah.
But you're Charlie Buzzard, so like, Charlie.
I'm not trying to be weird or different, but like,
nah, bro, you're Charlie fucking Buzzard, bro. If you want to talk about the N-word, you can talk about the fucking N-word.
yeah, I probably could.
You're the Buzz.
I should be able to say it, honestly, I think.
Full 360.
Actually,
after 30
I think I'm
minutes,
coming out of retirement,
30
man.
minutes of the N-word.
Yeah.
And he finally says it.
I
3,
retired,
2, 1.
I retired for 30 minutes, and now I'm back. No, I don't know. I just sort of, like, late in life is when I sort of came around.
What, late in life?
I want to think, yeah, like late in life, like probably.
late in life. Okay, yeah,
like,
my bad. Yeah, late in life.
Late for me was like my early to mid 20s when I really started to let a lot of shit go. Society started to warm up. I started, like I told you, I didn't leave South Carolina until, I don't know if I said that, but I didn't leave the state until after I was 20.
Right.
So I was just in my small town bubble. Never met a lot of people. And then I got this hobby that next thing I know, I was traveling to all the different states. I was going to like all the big cities, New York, fucking New Orleans, Chicago, San Francisco. And I was meeting all these fucking different people with different ways of doing shit, different cultures. And I got late in life, I got hit with this shotgun approach to changing the way I think. Unfucking a lot of the indoctrinated, fucked up ways that I had in my head.
So until you were like 21,
yeah,
you were a racist.
So, yeah, I think I had racist tendencies.
When did you,
I don't think I was ever a bad person. Like I would always.
Did you like think of yourself as a racist?
No.
So you didn't think you were racist, but then later down the line you were like, oh shit,
I definitely started to understand.
I'm a racist.
Sort of like that, yeah. I started to understand things that I did, or ideas that I had, or just dispositions, like immediate knee-jerk reactions to things, were rooted in like a deeply indoctrinated racism that I didn't understand that I even had.
Can you give me an example?
And
it don't got to be about black people. It can be about anyone.
Okay, yeah. So this is like super late in life. But I remember when Black Lives Matter first popped off, I remember thinking right off the top, like, that's kind of dumb. I was really thinking to myself, all lives matter. Like, why would you say one? And then I started having conversations with people because I don't shy away from the fucked up, hard conversations. Right. Thank God. And then a whole lot of people will just hear a certain thing, shut down, call you ignorant, and want to not talk to you no more. But thankfully, a handful of people did want to talk to me, even though I did sound ignorant, and give me their perspective. And I started to understand, like, a lot of the knee-jerk reactions I had to shit were kind of like passed down to me from my family, my stepdad. Not really even my mom, because she's like the least racist person in the world, but just like the culture I was raised in, you know? And I started seeing shit through different eyes, actually learning stuff that they never taught us in school, and going, oh fuck, I definitely see how that thought process, me walking around in the world, interacting with people, having that kind of thought process on the brain, has probably definitely been a bummer to some people. Even though here's a perfect black and white example. My stepdad was in the KKK. Straight up, like, people in his family went to jail for burning churches. Like, just, it was not cool. However, on the way to the gas station, this dude, I've watched him see a lady a black lady on the side of the road with a flat tire trying to change it, he'll pull over, change the tire for the lady, you know, tell her, have a good day, don't mention it, don't take money from her, and we're broke as fuck, and tell me that that's what you do for people. But when we get to the gas station, he's going to call this guy in a car with loud speakers with his pants sagging, he's going to call him the N-word.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, is he a good person? I don't know. It depends on who you ask. That lady or the guy at the gas station?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think the world is that black and white. You know? I don't think good and evil, like, they mix a lot. Good and bad mix a lot.
That's what I'm trying to say. And I think in his heart, he's naturally a good person. But I think a lot of the ideas that he had passed down to him were indoctrinated into him, and he just thought that's the way things work.
Yeah, and shit, back then, it probably made sense back then.
And it doesn't make it okay either, because he's still... I'm not trying to say it makes it okay, because he's still perpetuating a world where people cannot feel comfortable. But I think in order to fight that kind of shit, we do have to acknowledge that.
I don't think we gotta change people, though.
No,
especially not older people. I think it's a waste
can't.
of time. I think it's a waste of time. I think people just gotta learn. You just gotta know better, and with time, shit gets better.
Yeah, I know this is probably not good for podcast.
No, it's okay, bro. This is the fucking Radical Hits the Road podcast. The podcast where anything goes.
My cat was digging through my Chinese food bag.
The cat was digging through the Chinese
Japanese food bag. But no, dude, yeah. It's like, you gotta think. That man's mom and dad were racists. For sure. 100%.
Yeah.
I know them. But from a baby, those two people, when he was sick, they took care of him. When he was hungry, they fed him. When he was cold, they made sure he had a jacket. When he needed something, they got it for him. That was, in his mind, they loved him. They told him how to add shit, subtract, how to go pay a bill, how to, change a tire. They taught him all this shit. But they sprinkled in all of this, the love and shit they taught him was racism. So that's why I think when you are not going to change people by telling them they're fucked up and wrong.
And then also, I think a lot of these things that like we put hyper focus on, in reality, it don't actually matter. Because it's like you're talking about like one individual's opinion of a stranger who, like, you don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Most people you walk past on the street, you don't fucking know these people. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like the world just sort of is the way it is.
Yeah.
Just let people be them. And like with Tom,
yeah,
especially like the way shit is now, it's like, bro, like 50 years ago, for a lot of people, if you saw a fucking Chinese person, it'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you'd never seen a Chinese person. Like, it's not that long ago. It wouldn't be uncommon for a person to have never even seen a picture of a foreigner.
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of the world.
But today, it's like, bro, kids today, they're about to step into a world where it's like, there's a dude in France who doesn't speak any English, but they can understand each other because technology.
There's kids without even learning languages because of technology.
Like the technology would just translate it perfectly.
But then there's like fucking kindergartners that are learning Mandarin. There's like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I have a friend whose kid is learning Mandarin, and they're like in 3rd grade now and can speak Mandarin.
Yeah, I think it's natural to, learn the language of the oppressors.
Yeah. But no, that's why I think I'm so passionate about not hiding the way I was, or I don't want to go out of my way to bum people out by talking about it, but I want to be I like encouraging an atmosphere where it can be talked about, because that's the only way I learned. My mom and stepdad were not about to teach me.
Of course.
The people in my hometown were not about to teach me, because they were all closed-minded, didn't want to talk about it. This is how it is. It wasn't until I started popping up in New York and meeting people there and meeting people in San Francisco and fucking, fucking St. Louis and all these people from different cultures, and I met enough people who were willing to talk about it.
Yeah, bro. I think
Because I just think it's important
bro,
to
I think it's just history.
be
And I
understanding and talk about shit.
think if it's something you want to talk about, like get off your chest, I completely understand that. But like, also, I don't think you owe an explanation to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody owes an explanation.
No.
Especially like a person who doesn't fucking know you. Like
No, yeah, I don't think that either. My mission is more like, if I had a mission, it would be more.
It's good that you're honest. Most people will not say that shit.
Well, the reason why my mission is normalizing, normalizing change, normalizing, acknowledging that you did do something, you could have done something wrong, and change. Because if somebody standing on the fucking, if a wallflower over here, a fly on the wall here is me talking about how I used to use the N-word in conversation, and when we were kids, we called things gay because it wasn't cool or it wasn't good. Anyway, they hear me saying that I used to do something fucked up and I changed, and now I'm an open-minded person.
Yeah,
they are more likely to be like, you know what, I used to too, and I want to change.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's already pretty normal to change. I think it happens. I think life teaches you.
That's fair.
I think life teaches everybody the same lessons, just in different times and different ways.
That's fair. Maybe I'm just oversensitive to it because it did take me so long to come around.
You figured it out now. It's all good. And shit, it's like we're all a little bit racist. I think, especially in America. Especially because America is fucking,
not me, maybe just you, but I don't think I am.
I mean, define the word racist, man.
What is the definition?
That's the thing. Is like I don't fucking know because other people's definition don't seem to be my definition. So I just be like, fuck it. If people think I'm a racist, it's like
no. I think I think there needs to be intent.
I think if a person thinks I'm a racist, all that tells me is that they do not fucking know me.
Yeah. No, I know. I think people are like to be outraged.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be the guy who's like, well, no, I'm not racist. I got a fucking brown, black, Asian, crippled daughter-in-law. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, bro, if you think I'm a racist, that's a you problem. Because on some real shit, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't think you.
That's fair. That's a good attitude to have.
Explanation to no one because, like, bro, dead ass is like, why are you worried about me?
Yeah.
Like the people listening to this podcast.
The only time I will be worried is if I actually made someone honestly feel uncomfortable.
But even it's like
if
cool.
if in my judgment I can see that I did something not knowing and I honestly did make somebody feel bad, I don't want that to happen. I want to acknowledge that. Even if they might be a little reactionary, I want it to be honest. I want it to be real for me to like be able to react to it. But I don't want that to happen, and I don't want to become so jaded and shut off to where I go, no, this is a you problem. Because there's going to be times where I do something that I don't realize fucked with somebody's head or maybe made them feel uncomfortable, and I want them to be able to say, nah, dude, that was kind of like, that's natural checks and balances. I think that's sort of needed. Not even on some racist shit, just like on anything.
It depends.
Like if you came over to my house and I didn't catch on to the fact that, like, I'm not saying this is what you said, but say hypothetically you came over and all my animals were just fucking with you, bothering you, and I didn't catch on to that, and I was just letting them fuck with you, and it made you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And if you said something to me like, hey man, I don't mean to be a dick, but like, the animals are kind of messing with me, I would be like, I don't want to be like, no, that's a you problem. You know what I mean?
I mean, that would just make you a bad host.
A dick, yeah.
But I wouldn't be offended by that. I'd just be like, damn, what's Charlie's problem, bro? His dog's tripping.
Well, that's a good perspective to have, though.
Because the thing is, though, is like, bro, like...
You don't attribute malice.
I don't know, bro, like... I mean, it might be malice, but it's like, bro, fuck you. Like, not fuck you, but like, man, fuck you. If Charlie got an issue, and like, bro, that applies for anyone, is like, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Like, I'm not in the business of making enemies, but like, if some dude heard something I said one time and felt some type of way and assumed that I thought something of him and now he doesn't like, suck my dick. That's how I
Yeah.
feel. That's just my
I think
approach to life. I don't really care.
I don't think that's too bad because.
But also, like, just hypothetically speaking, say like I was like at an open mic, I said something, and then you went home and like you like, bro, that pissed me off, that radical shit, and then you approached me, and then you were like, yeah, bro, like that shit just stuck with me, da 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 da, because I know you and like we already like cool. I would respect that out of you, and I would have that conversation. But like just some guy
rando,
or if someone's like genuinely like mad, I'd be like, bro, because in the end they were adults.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. It's like, bro, I don't got time to talk about my feelings with a stranger. Like
that's true. You only have a certain bandwidth,
especially a grown man.
They
bro.
say tend to the garden you can
like,
touch.
A grown man being like touched that I said something. Like, bro, I'm a fucking child.
Yeah,
like, bro, I'm not literally a child.
I guess there's
like,
a gray scale in the way you see things. No, I'm not saying they're wrong.
No,
but
yeah.
I think it's honestly maybe a healthy, refreshing way
to
see things. Because a lot of kids your age, not kids, but a lot of people your age, maybe are too hypersensitive. Maybe they are like, oh, I'm so worried about the way I would be perceived. Because I think a lot of people, younger people, are extremely worried about how they'll be perceived because everything can be posted and it will last forever.
Yeah.
And so they're hypersensitive to how they might be perceived, because if I perceive you in a certain way, it doesn't just stay in our circle. I can go make a fucking a tweet, and next thing I know, the world perceives you in a different way, or I can record you.
Yeah.
So I think kids maybe are hyper vigilant,
and I do care what people think, and I don't.
You'd be a sociopath if you didn't.
Yeah, I'm not saying like I just don't give a fuck. Period. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I just feel like
within reason.
I feel like it's an active thing, especially as an entertainer. I can't allow anyone to have that like ability to be like, oh, he doesn't like me, and now I can't get sleep at night.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I can't allow, and even just in regular life, like I don't think it's wise to allow people.
You're right, and that's
that.
something that people have to go to therapy to figure out. But there is a balance. It's like, it's like when some people will say, I don't care what other people think. But then again, that same person doesn't show up like stinky with their hair all mess.
No, we care.
People care.
We care.
But what you're saying is I can't let some...
You shouldn't let it stress your life out.
I can't let some reactionary, like, not real
it doesn't matter.
Opinion.
In the end of the day, because again, back to the example, like, say, like, I did something that, like, pissed you off. And, like, I knew it pissed you off. And I was like, damn, Charlie pissed me off. I tried to resolve it with you, and, like, it doesn't work. You just pissed. I'd be like, damn, bro, that's
gotta let it go, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'd be like, bro, I'm a grown man. Charlie's a grown man. We both got... Like, where the fuck is the time for me to be like, oh, we gotta fix this. Like, we're not related.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, bro, like, I fuck with you.
I sort of had to learn that late in life.
Bro, it's like, I got real people that I gotta look out for, and I'm a worry about what another comedian thinks about me. Like, bro, I care more what my fucking cats think about me than like what a lot of comedians.
Yeah, because you spend more time with them, right?
I live with them, bro.
Yeah,
I like our family, whoever. Like, bro, I care.
It's a more significant.
Yeah, like, and like, no, like, say, like, if you were like that, I would be like, damn, I wish Charlie didn't hate me, but like,
no, I get what you're saying, but you can't. So it's like
it's life.
It's like, you ever found yourself beefing with like a random person in a circle of friends?
Bro, there's probably people out there right now who think I got beef with them and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And they interpret it as beef, but the reality is I just don't fucking care.
Yeah, there's like this scene in there's one of these fucking shows on TV, but these two dudes are in an elevator, and he's like and the one guy says to the other guy, he goes, man, I feel real bad for you. Like in a condescending sort of way. He's like, you know what, man, I feel actually they're beefing, right? And then they end up in an elevator together, and he goes, you know what, man, I feel bad for you. And then the other dude goes, I don't think about you at all. It's like, so like sometimes, like, I've learned this late in life because I had a big circle of friends at one point in time, and everybody at any given point, somebody was not getting along, and every time you showed up to a spot, there was this tension in the air,
right?
And it just felt bad, and it was just like, fog. And it's like every time that one person that nobody liked showed up, you either wanted to leave, or you had this anxiety or this weird feeling that I can't describe. You know, it was just like a fucking bummer feeling, right? And I had to learn, like, you have to forgive it. Like a friend recently did what I considered, what I read as betraying my trust. And they're still in my same circle of friends. They're going to be around. They're going to be at events. They're going to be at places where I am. And I learned that therapy helped me do this, but just learn that you have to forgive people and move on. Because if I don't, and every time that person shows up and I got some shit in my heart that fucking makes me feel, I'm basically giving them the remote control to my brain and my feelings and my life. And I'm saying, here it is. You can hit any button on that remote and control me. Yeah. So you gotta forgive people. You gotta let it go. I'm not saying let that person fuck you over again.
And then just like a general good rule of thumb for anything, I think, is like, bro, if you're like in a hyper emotional state, you're almost never thinking rationally. You're gonna make a mistake. And that's for any emotion. If you're sad, if you're angry, if you're happy. I do it. You can trick yourself. I make bad decisions. Being happy has caused me to make more poor decisions than being mad. Like, I got a good example. I think a lot of people who probably relate to this. Like, you ever had it where it's like, you thought, like, you were selling something, doing something for money, and you thought, like, okay, word, I'm about to make this amount of money. And you think that before you make the money, and it's like a solid bit of money, so you start spending shit, thinking you about to have $4,000. Yeah. And then it turns out, oh no, it's $2,000. You count or you don't even get it, and it's like, damn, I just fucking spent like a band thinking I was about to get a payday. Because you got hyped. Because you was too happy. You was moving on emotion. Yeah. When really you should have just waited for the money to hit your account. Yeah. Count your chickens before you hatch. And then figure out what to spend on. So what happens with me personally is, I can, and you've probably noticed that I do this, just because I know you've been around me in social settings. I will get around a group of people and be having a good time. Right. And before I know it, I bought like fucking 10 of these. He pointed at a Liquid Death. Yeah, Liquid Death, and at Art Bar they're like $5, $5.50. Before I know it, I bought 10 Liquid Deaths. I pitched 2 jokes I'm working on to every single fucking person in the bar without even asking them if they wanted to hear it first. I'm fucking, I'm standing stage side I don't know. I feel like sometimes like I'm just get so happy, like having such a good time that maybe I'll chirp in during somebody's set and be like, oh, what about this? I did it last night. It's impulsive. Yeah, I get very impulsive. So I can. That's an artist thing. I think I. That's an artist thing. You get overwhelmed. Or just in general, like with my wife, I will be in such a high, like on a roller coaster, right? It's go depression, happiness. I'll be on such a high that I'll be walking around the house not realizing I'm doing shit that annoys her. I'm overlooking responsibilities that I should be doing because I'm happy and I'm like trying to overload my brain with more things that make me happy, and I neglect things that I should be taking care of. Yeah, bro. The high matches the low. Like anytime you're too excited or life is too good, you always got to keep in mind like the height that you at in that moment, you're gonna hit the exact same. It's a law of nature. Yeah, roller coaster. Yeah, so it's like that's why it's like anything good happen to you or anything bad happen to you, it's always good to just have a mindset like, okay, like to feel indifferent, which sounds like you're. It's like, called stoicism. Is that what it's called? Yeah, stoic. Is that like fucking that Greek dude who with the naked statue? Plato? I don't know. David? Something. No, there's a bunch of Greek dudes. I think I can't remember which person. He wasn't Greek. He was newer than that. But yeah, you just feel indifferent. I think Albert Camus. I don't fucking know. It's a philosophy. Stoicism is a philosophy, and it's like
be, and I'm probably butchering this. Anybody, like, I'm fucking dumb as shit. Everything I know comes from podcasts.
Hey, don't listen to him. Charlie is the smartest person I know.
I don't read shit.
A professor at USC.
And I'm not a professor at USC,
This man is a
but
preacher
I probably
at my
should
church. That's how I met him, actually.
be. Yeah. But no, but what you to circle back, you were saying that when you make bad decisions at peak emotional times, and I think the one that people overlook is happy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think when you're angry, you make mistakes.
Yeah.
When you're sad, you make mistakes.
When you're overwhelmed with emotion, you're making mistakes.
When you grieve, you make mistakes. But the one nobody ever really talks about is like when you're on cloud 9, you make a lot of mistakes too.
Yeah, bro. When you on that high, you get cocky, bro. You get caught. Like, you ever had like a really good set?
Yes, and you probably know I have.
Then you go into the next.
I mean, you know I do great all the time.
Every time, Charlie. Every time. You're the best comedian in Colombia.
I'm pretty good at it, dude. I do fuck up sometimes.
But yeah, like you get on stage, you kill, and then you go to the next mic, and you're like, oh, bro, I'm in my bag right now.
Yes, I know.
And then you get on there, you eat shit, and then, like how I'm saying, the high is going to match the low.
Fuck.
It's going to match the low.
It was like that the very first time I ever killed. Mm-hmm. And I use killed lightly.
Yeah.
But the very first time that I got off stage and was able to, with me being as hypercritical of myself as I am,
yeah,
I can do good and come off stage and know of 5 places where I fucked up that no one probably noticed, but I did.
Yeah.
So I'm always come off stage and I'm very hesitant to say I killed. I remember the first time I came off stage is that was perfect. In my brain, that was exactly how I wanted to do it, and I murdered. And I was stupid enough to think that I'd figured it out and it was going to be like that from now on. And I'm talking about probably like 3 months, maybe 5 months into comedy.
Yeah.
I caught onto it a lot slower than you did.
Bro, it's part of the journey, I think, is like...
I do. It sucks, man. I'm in a writing rut right now. I'll write shit and pitch an idea past somebody, and then as I'm saying it to them, I go, why the fuck did I ever think that was funny?
I think you without a doubt got ideas in your head which are like good, but I think your problem is you put them in the way, you use too many words.
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta like, and this is my...
That was the first note I ever got from
This
anybody.
is how I'm looking at comedy right now. And this is as a person who's been doing it like 6 months.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, put me on game.
But yeah, I'll put you on game. That's nothing. But I kind of look at it like poetry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a joke is kind of like a poem in a way. So it's like, literally, it's
That's
like...
a good way to think of it.
If you write it perfectly, then you don't got to change nothing about it. Just say it the way it is. And it's just funny. Depending on your style, of course, but like... That
is true. That is true. There's definitely people... Like, you know from a music background, sort of, like, you know that...
Yeah, there's beats to it.
Yeah, and you know that people can go into the studio, write a fucking platinum record in 10 minutes.
Right.
They can write and record, like, I think, like, that was the case with a couple, like, 1 or 2 Jay-Z songs. Like, homie walked in the booth without an idea, heard a beat, wrote the shit, was done in 30 minutes, and is still making fucking royalties off the shit.
Right.
And then there's ideas that he's had in his head for 3 or 4 years that he wasn't able to fully realize.
Yeah, I don't think...
So, yeah, I think you can write it perfectly the first go-round.
I think thinking and ideas... Like, I think we think of thinking and idea... Like, we think of anything mental, like it's all the same thing. And I don't necessarily think that's true. I think thinking is kind of like a muscle. But I think ideas... I think it's like a higher dimension. Thought is like a higher dimension. And our minds are just like... It's like, sort of like Braille. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're touching ideas.
Yeah. Are you about to pitch DMT to me, dude? Are you about to pull a fucking Joe Rogan?
No. This is just... I know I probably sound high as shit.
Yeah, you sound like you're fucking on the moon.
No, this is just how I...
I like it. I'm here for it, but you do sound crazy.
This is what I think thoughts are. I think when you're thinking, it's kind of like being blind and you're reading Braille. Mm-hmm. but the thoughts are just ideas and patterns that you know what I'm saying? So like I could probably memorize this whole room with my hands and I could have my eyes closed. But if I go outside, you're gonna find new shit. And I'm gonna be touching grass, I'm gonna be touching tree, I'm like, yo, what this? I think thoughts are the same way. So when you're thinking, you don't really know what you're fishing for, but out there's an idea that already exists. Yeah. And it's like you find it.
I call that plucking it out of the ether.
Yeah, shit. That's how you want to put it. Yeah,
that's how I think about it. And sometimes when I see somebody come up like a really good bit, I go, bro, that was in the ether.
And it came to you.
And it came to that person.
Yeah.
But it was in the ether, and I could have grabbed it if I was in tune.
Yeah.
I seriously have thought like
it's like
that.
a vibration. It's like a radio frequency.
Every time somebody comes up with a good bit, I go, fuck, that was out there. Hadn't been said yet.
Yeah.
And if I would have just fucking sat down and tried to write, it could have came to me.
That's the thing is like, and that's why it's like.
And if I was as talented as this person and put 7 years into comedy like they have, it'd probably be more likely to come to me.
Like, I think, also it's like things you're always doing it. Like your brain is like an antenna. It's always taking in data. So I think like, say like sometimes you get half an idea.
Oh,
that's why I write down any idea I get. I'll write it down and it's like
I get a fucking eighth of an idea.
A week later, I'll get another idea and I'll be like, oh, these two ideas go perfectly together.
I'm listening to you. I'm making sure my wife didn't message me.
No, you good.
She's good.
Matter of fact, it's probably we need to wrap this up right about now.
All right, man. Just before you go though, who's your least favorite person in the Columbia comedy scene?
My least favorite person in the Columbia.
Yeah, like if you had to say. Like, not in a bad way, but like if you had to say you hated a certain comic, who would it be?
If I had to say I hated them?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, bro.
Like, if you, not in a negative way, but like if you were like, this person's a piece of shit, and they were a Columbia comic, who would it be? No, all right, let's scratch that. That's mean. Let's not do that. Who do you think's not funny?
Who I think's not funny?
I did this on the podcast where I was with Donovan. I was just like, yo, guys, who do y'all think is your least favorite?
I'm about to say I could just throw Donovan under the bus just
no.
It's easy, but I don't want.
Donovan can be funny. Donovan's funny.
Donovan be taking too many hits lately. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah, Donovan he gets some justified shit.
Some people just make it too fucking easy sometimes, and it's like, bro, I gotta get on your ass.
He definitely gets some justified shit, but I think there are some comics out there.
I'll tell you who I love. I'll tell you some of the comics I love.
Well, that's not funny at all, and that's.
Okay, fine. Let's go back to hate.
No. Well, I'll say this about Donovan. Let me get that out of there.
I hate Shorty. I fucking hate Shorty. You know why?
Damn. Because he's Mexican?
No, he's an American.
He's Peruvian.
No, he's not. He's American now.
Oh, you don't like the fact that he put in the work?
No, I don't like the fact he got it before me.
Well, the reason.
Yeah, fuck him.
Because he tried.
Fuck you, Shorty. I hate Americans. Especially your kind, the Peruvian Americans. Yeah. Shout out Jorge. I like Jorge. Jorge. Cool.
You want to be?
But the second that Jorge becomes an American, it's fuck him too.
It's easier for you because you're British.
Shit, why ain't an American then?
I'm just saying it's easier for a British to become a citizen than a Peruvian. How so? It might not be easy for.
I don't know the difference.
I don't know either. I'm just saying. I don't even know if that's a fact. I'm just saying it because I think it sounds true to me.
Shit, put it like this, bro.
I think for a white British person, it's easier for them to become a citizen. I don't know why I think that, but I do think that. I think the process is easier for them. I don't know why. You don't think if a Peruvian shorty was standing in an office and fucking
honestly, I don't fucking know.
And like a fucking a white dude from Great Britain was standing in the office, who do you think is going to get through the process easier?
Bro, I don't fucking know because they're all different processes.
Shorty will get through it easier because he can fit through the holes.
No, where's this joke going?
I don't know.
All I'm saying is Shorty's a fucking American citizen and I'm not.
Yeah, so you resent him for that?
Yes.
Do you want to be an American citizen?
Of course, that's my goal.
Why don't you do it?
It's a process, bro. It's hard to even get that green card.
I don't know, man. It was pretty easy for me.
Bro, you were born in this bitch. You were born white. You were born in the hard R.
Maybe he was born with it.
You were born in Richland County?
Yeah, I was born with the hard R. You're not wrong.
You were born in the hard R,
No,
bro.
I was born in Sumter.
That's still the hard R, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty hard R.
Bro, Ben Sherman from there, he dangerous, bro. That's
Yeah,
how I
my
know
dad
that
and
shit
mom
dangerous.
were not like that though. My dad was a hippie. My mom was hippie. They were definitely not like that. It was my stepdad that was like that. But yeah, I did say it a couple times.
Just for the record, I don't hate you, Shorty. If you are.
No, yeah,
I fuck with you so much.
I think
Shorty.
that's a funny thing to bring up on podcasts.
Yeah, but
If I had to choose somebody,
I don't know.
all right. So who's the funniest? I guess that's the second cool. That's a cool.
Hold on, I want to get back to this though, because you saying it's easier for them to become American, or it's easier for me to become American. I don't think it is.
Because you're British.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. I just think it's easier for Britons to become a citizen. I think it's not as hard. And I'm probably wrong about that. I'm open to being wrong about that.
The thing is, though, is I can't even make an argument for why that's true. All I can say is Shorty's an American.
Yeah.
His bitch ass is an American.
I just think he tried a lot harder than you've tried so far.
Yeah, that is fucked up, bro.
I mean, sometimes you need to hear the truth, man, from somebody who cares about you.
I mean, to be fair, he's been here longer than me, so that's probably got a big part to do with
how
it.
long? Yeah, how much longer do you think he's been here?
I think.
How long have you been here? Like, how does that?
I got my green. I've been here since 2016, but I got my green card and I got my green card when I was 19.
Huh. So was that like last year?
No, I'm 24.
Oh.
So I've but you can't apply for citizenship until I think you got to have it for at least 5 years.
That's wild.
So like now I'm eligible. So now I got to apply and I got to go through the process of getting citizenship.
They're gonna make you remember a bunch of shit that even I don't know.
Yeah. But
You know
thing
how
is,
fucked up that is?
shit, I'm not surprised.
Don't they like make you recite the Constitution or some shit?
Maybe. Shit, I can memorize the Constitution. It's not hard.
I mean, I could too, but I don't know.
Damn, bro. And you supposed to be
Americans are dumb as fuck, and you know that.
Yeah, I was trying to be respectful to y'all's people.
Don't be.
But yeah, y'all are pretty.
We're very fucking.
No, I don't even want to say Americans stupid because Americans aren't
It's
stupid.
not stupid. They're ignorant. They're willfully
they're
ignorant.
Not just willfully ignorant. I think y'all.
Not willfully. Willfully.
But I think y'all's education system's also garbage.
Very true.
Like I think it's literally set up to just make employees.
Bingo.
That's literally it.
Dude, don't even get me started. I know you were trying to turn this off, but if you could take me down that rabbit hole.
Hey, listen. Episode 2 coming soon.
This is 3.7,
This
so we're
is-
going backwards.
Okay, negative 32 episodes in, and because I haven't even dropped the first one. The first one was 10 minutes. I think we've been here for over an hour.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
And we've
30 minutes were about the N word. That's
Yeah.
fire.
And then we learned that you don't like Shorty.
Yeah, fuck Shorty.
He's not even in
Short
Columbia
little
comedy
bitch, I'll
scene
fuck-
anymore.
He get
though.
tossed. He isn't.
I mean,
Nah, he lived in Columbia. I think. I'm gonna leak his address.
you're gonna dox him?
Yeah, bro. I'm a SWAT Shorty, bro.
Damn. Swatting is a fucking crazy thing that your generation came up with.
My generation.
Yeah.
Bro, see, this is the racism in you, bro. You want to put me in a group and judge me off the group, bro.
But it's not based on your
it's
race.
leaking,
It's
bro.
based on your,
It's tribalism, bro. It's
is
the white man in you.
It is tribalistic, so
Nah,
it could be that.
I'm playing. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for listening. This is episode 32 of the Radical Hits the Road podcast. I'm not in a road. I'm inside of a smart house. I'm with Charlie Buzzard. Charlie, any last words? Any messages for the people?
Can I plug my dates?
Yeah, sure. You got dates?
No.
Oh.
I don't have any shows coming up.
Hey,
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
I got Movie Mockery on the 26th.
Hey, Movie Mockery on the 26th. That's at
August
Art Bar.
26th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Art Bar. Hey, we be at Art Bar every Tuesday. It's hosted by Patrick Fowler and Topher Riddle.
Yeah.
They also be at the Attic on Thursday nights on State Street. It's the bar above the State Street pub.
Yeah.
Y'all can pop out that. I be at the joint every Monday. Charlie be there.
Most
Mondays he be there. Y'all can catch us. We're Columbia, South
I
Carolina.
have a lot of responsibilities, so sometimes I can't make it
Yeah,
out.
this man has 30 children. Anyways,
Not 30, I have 9 animals.
Yeah, I'm new to this podcasting shit. This is my podcast. I'm gonna take full responsibility.
I've done a lot of podcasts, and I could probably teach you some shit.
Pause. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna work on it. Let me know what we did good. Let me know what we did bad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like saying the N word? Do you
No,
not like
no one
saying
likes
it?
saying it. But you should know
I
that
think
if
some of these people might like saying it.
Oh, well, that's true. I hope not.
Yeah.
And I think if you
Hey,
do, you should be open to changing.
This podcast is all about change. It's all about growth. That's why we hit the road with it. So don't hit women. Don't say the N-word.
Bingo. And if you do, talk to some people who don't and see if you want to change your mind.
Reality is an illusion. I'd like to thank Charlie for being here. And anyway, yeah.
I'm an outcast, all the no names hate me. But they don't really want smoke, they just hate me. They never sat on the throne, they just play king. They never sat on the throne, they just play me.